So last session, what started out as a simple missing persons case spiraled very quickly into something far more dangerous. Your doctor you guys saved, Dr. Elena Vasquez, I'm going to ignore you two, wasn't just kidnapped. She was the first target of many of the Silicon Prophet cult. Tech fanatics who were obsessed with like some weird consciousness transfer nonsense thing. Your investigation led from her Charter Hill apartment to Dr. Slice's clinic, and then an abandoned net cafe where a careless cultist forgot to log out of his computer, so you guys could just check his emails. Very nice, very handy. We love it. And then you found locations of not one, but 3 victims who were all being prepped for some weird ascension process thing. And Elena was on Site Alpha, which you guys successfully got her out of. We love those, but there are 2 targets remaining, which you have decided to go and save as well. Marcus Chen, Trauma Team Neurotech, he is stuck in Pacifica, in the underground. And then Dr. Sarah Kim, a Militech consciousness researcher, she is stuck in Dogtown. Which all of you should know is an absolute horrid pain in the ass to get inside of, because it is basically a military dictatorship with like 2 or 3 ways in and 2 or 3 ways out, and all of them are comedically heavily armed. It's insane. And after a bit of haggling with Hermes, you got him to offer you guys 30k to get those people out. You had 72 hours remaining to get them out from when you read the email, but you found Elena on hour 36. Then you took 10 hours of downtime to get your shit together, get some rest, buy some extra supplies, meaning you now have 24 hours remaining. The Prophets, of course, have already figured out that by now that Elena is safe and sound again. She's no longer in their hands, so they might be on the lookout. That being said, what are you guys doing? What's happening?
Well, so one victim is in Dogtown, which is very hard to get to, and one is in Pacifica, which I presume is easier to get to.
Oh, like infinitely easier compared to Dogtown.
Now we have to decide how far away, how fast can we get from Dogtown to Pacifica, or vice versa?
Dogtown and Pacifica are like neighbors, basically. There's like an entrance to Dogtown, like on the border of Pacifica.
Alright. So we could...
Where are we right now? All of us.
You guys left... Well, that depends on where you guys went, because you had 10 hours.
Because right now we're discussing something that we're not even in the same room right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you had 10 hours had 5 hours to snooze, 5 hours to go shop, or however you guys personally wanted to divvy that up. And then somewhere down the line, you guys either reconvene or decide to meet at a certain point and then move on from there. So it is up to you guys where that was and how that happened.
That's what I'm trying to,
Yeah.
Yes.
We know we have to go to Dogtown, so where-ish do we meet up?
Hang on, let me grab a map and just send it in the chat so you can have a better idea.
Great.
All right. I'm going to send a link in chat, which is a interactive map with everything of Night City past 2077.
I see Pacifica. Where is Dogtown?
Zoom in a bit. It's like right next to it.
Haywood, Westbrook, Pacifica, and what was Dogtown?
Dogtown is like right next to it. You see that big purple pyramid? That's Dogtown.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dogtown. Oh.
Wait, where Pacifica.
Yeah. It's like...
I'm zooming in on the purple pyramid. Oh, Dogtown. There you go.
Yeah. There you are, yeah. So yeah, it's literally neighboring. Wherever you guys decided to meet up is where you shall be.
You see
where are the tiger claws located?
All the way to the other side of the map, no?
That's Westbrook and Watson. You can hear Robin.
I'd be in Japantown, so I'd be in Westbrook.
I suggest we meet up around one of the areas that like has the connection with the border between Dogtown and Pacifica.
Yeah, like, can we meet up inside of Pacifica already, or?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You can. It's like the only thing that is like boarded up and like locked down is Dogtown. Everything else is just free to go.
Do
Sure,
we know
let's meet up
where
in
Tunnel
Pacifica.
15 is?
I can tell you that much. It's not on the map because I didn't think of that.
Yeah, no, but would we know where it is or no?
With a bit of digging, like you have had 10 hours to look around and like talk to people, so yeah, you could have figured out an area where to start looking. I'd say you guys could like end up somewhere near the pier. Near the pier, there will be tunnel, like sewer engines where you can get into, and then from there find your way to Tunnel 15.
So sewers already. So how does the
You
meetup
guys are
go?
going to sewers.
Yeah, how do we
You guys
do we
tell
have
me?
each other's like phone numbers? What do
I
they still use
presume so,
phones?
right?
They
Yeah,
do.
they like call through UI essentially.
It's either you have like a physical phone or you have an implant that lets you just pull it up in augmented
Is
reality,
that in
basically.
in the red companion? Can you add that, or is that something I just have to choose?
If you have
You
like the eyes, I think you also automatically have that, no?
Let me check.
Yeah, but that's
Oh, I have a
2077.
cyber
That's not red. But
Oh, okay.
narratively speaking, you guys have phones. You guys have each other. That's not
yeah,
an issue
yeah,
at
but
all.
I want to know if I can have the little.
You want the
thingy.
item.
Yes, I want the implants.
You can look for that after, because right now you're nowhere near a Ripper dog, so you would have no feasible way of installing that.
I want to know if it exists in red and like in red, and if it doesn't, then I have a cyber eye. So
You have a cyber eye,
Um,
but I've looked through cybernetics. I don't think there's like something specific for that.
can I just have it?
That's what I've been saying. You guys do.
Cyber
Everybody
Yeah,
with
but you said
Kuroshi's-
phone.
Yes, I've said you guys have phones or other means of communicating with each other.
Okay.
Do you
so-
have an internal agent?
Yes.
Mark,
Do you, Marcus?
what? No.
do you have an internal agent under your cyberware?
Let me check. Let me check some cyberware.
Cyberware. Do you have an internal agent?
I don't.
I would assume that through internal agent is how you can get that, because I have an internal agent, which is a fully functional agent installed internally. And an agent, as far as I know, just is like pretty much a phone-esque, like a device computer.
Okay.
So presumably you'll have to have that
'cause
installed.
I know nothing of his world, man. I barely know.
But
anything.
neither do I, to be fair.
I just know that there are funky people who do like cybernetics. That's all I fucking know.
yeah.
Either way, y'all can reach each other. That's the point I've been trying to make.
Yeah, but I wanted the funny cybernetic because that's cool.
Sure, but you can install it either after a session or if we meet the Ripper Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It'll cost you, but yes, you can.
You could have done that in the 10 hours as well, technically.
Ah.
I'll allow it.
All right, I'll get it.
Right. In the meantime, I think we discussed somewhere along the entrances of the sewers to meet up.
Yeah,
I guess on the
piers,
pier.
right?
Just on the pier.
Yeah,
then.
on the pier.
Around what time do you guys want to meet?
24 hours before. So what time would that be?
It was around midnight the last you guys left, like when you got Elena out. 10 hours after that would be like
so
10
around 10.
10 a.m. Yeah,
10 a.m. Okay.
10 a.m. ish.
So we'll be
You'd
at
have-
the piers.
If you'd have like roughly 25 hours left on the clock for both of them.
Damn, we get an extra hour. Damn.
No, that's just genuinely what it came down to. You have 25 hours left on the clock for both of them. To paint the picture a bit, on the piers you got like a bunch. It's like a very, very wide pier. Think of the one you see in San Francisco with like the stalls of like shops and people walking around on it. It's basically a mini community. And then if you go down the stairs back towards the city, along the ridgeline of the city, don't mention it, there's like sewer entrances, basically, like with the big ass grates in front of them. And if you go further back, there's like a rocky area, and then the sand, and then on the sand you got people just chilling and doing normal beach activities.
As I said, I'll just be like at the pier, sitting on like a bench or something, just chilling, enjoying life.
You're just waiting for the others basically to show up.
Yeah, I'll be
I
there
imagine
early.
like-
As a Japanese person, I would be
Yeah,
there
yeah.
early.
I was about to say, I imagine you like come like an hour early and you're just sitting there waiting for them to do anything.
Let's go with that.
You
I
don't
like that.
bother to like scout ahead. You're just there waiting for them out of principle.
Exactly.
Okay, awesome. What about the other two?
I'll come in second.
You're coming second. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll come in last, but like last minute I'll arrive.
So you're arriving at 9:59 and
Third. Yep.
59 seconds remaining. We got Rio coming in first. We got Pulse coming in second, and then U-Ball coming in at the like last
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we meet around the pier.
At what time
meet
does
on the
Pulse arrive?
Let's say like, I don't know, 20 minutes after you.
Okay. Wow, that's like
Like
very early. Cause I
9:20 a.m.
yeah. So do I just not talk to you for 40 minutes or?
Or like,
No, I mean,
like since they're meditating.
We can
Yeah.
interact.
You got time.
I'll be there. I'll be just like chilling, and you arrive and you go say hello to me.
I'll come in, I'll just say, wow, you're here early.
I am very punctual.
I respect that. I thought I would arrive here early. No,
You
beat me to
stutter,
it.
make me laugh.
What do you mean I make you laugh?
You stutter, very funny.
Yeah, that sometimes happens. Yeah.
So you are a doctor.
I almost imitated you.
When you become doctor,
I almost said, yeah, I'm a doctor. It's just so embedded in my blood to do that. But it's so difficult to roleplay this.
He's a good racist.
Yes. I am what you would call a doctor.
oh. When you become doctor,
I became fully qualified about 10 years ago. And before that, I was in med training for another, I don't know, about like 8 years, something like that.
you save many people.
Not as many as I'd wish to, but yeah, I've saved some.
I honor you. And I like give
Thank
like
you.
the little Japanese bow thingy.
I'll just like
Okay.
very awkwardly, because I have very little experience with that, I'll just go,
You wanna watch ocean with me?
sure.
That's kind of romantic.
I will make out with you.
So
That's Robin.
Put this
That's
in
on Robin.
perspective. Put this in perspective. You guys have 25 hours on the clock. Well, 26 maybe roughly when you guys arrive. And instead of doing some scouting, you guys just sit there and look at the ocean.
Yes.
And making out.
Yeah,
All right,
don't forget
perfect.
making out.
Awesome.
I'm making
They're-
like
they're
very
having romantic.
racist accents.
No, it's not racist. You're Japanese.
But he is.
Okay.
He is.
I will,
racist.
however, suggest, since we have time on our hands, you reckon we should do some scouting beforehand while we're waiting on cue ball?
Without cue ball. Oh no. It's no good. Always work together. One group.
Give
Fair
me a
enough.
Subaru.
I watch ocean. Ocean make me think about life. It is always moving, just like the
Very
waves in the ocean.
philosophical.
Oh,
Robin, at any point, if you want to like just
No,
Show
I'm letting
up.
this play out. Go. No, I'm fine. I'll let it play out.
I just want you to know that you can jump in whenever you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bro, that's rude. That's rude. We're role playing here. Come on.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing I wanted to say.
Alright.
was Ocean.
Is there a response? Or
Yeah, I'll say I usually try to escape Serenity with anything I can. Hence why I want to keep on the move. We also are running low on time, so that is our main factor currently.
Oh, but that's no good. Serenity, clear the mind. Give you purpose. Give you clear vision.
Or pollute it.
No, Serenity, clear pollution. Just like plastic in ocean, no good.
But yeah, I just want to like.
Yeah, but the
make switch
turtles
for you
are
guys.
stupid.
The oceans are like extremely polluted. So it's not like
Oh.
a blue, nice ocean that you see in front of you. It's like brown and mucky.
Well, then my point
India.
still stands.
Yeah.
Pollution, no good, but you look for the clear spots in that pollution. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
does Fuel come in?
yeah.
How do you come in? How do you
I
come
hear-
in?
Like the way you hear Q-Ball arrive is you hear his motorcycle first. Then he's not squidding, so it's fine. Like takes off his helmet, places it in like on the bike, locks it with the lock. It like has very cool aviator glasses, leather jacket. Yep. Walking to you guys. Like hello. Still on time, but I think we should get moving. Nope.
Agreed.
So, question: how long have you all been here?
1 hour.
About 40 minutes.
I'll go like an instant amount of time. Alright, sure, fair enough. So what have you done in the hour?
We have achieved inner peace and clear
Interesting.
minds.
Interesting. Have you scouted forwards?
Have you?
No, I just arrived. I was busy.
He's like sitting half on. He's like leaning against his motorcycle.
No,
Why
my
you just
motorcycle's
got
a
here?
little back.
Oh yeah. Oh, bad.
Wow.
Well,
we have done
touche.
as much as you have. We want to work together. One team. One family.
All right, I respect it, and like I go in for like I go in to dap you up.
I don't dap you back up because I don't understand what the fuck that does.
All right, does Pulse get it? Otherwise, I'll dap myself up. Yeah, sir.
Pulse is a
God.
homie. He's a mid
Yes,
student
sir.
homie.
Bro was in a fraternity for real. Oh, yes sir, yes sir. Yo,
He learned.
yo,
Yeah,
can we
that
roll
is-
to see if that was like an insane dap? Like,
Oh yeah, can we roll for that?
can we roll for that?
Let's roll straight decks for me.
Yeah. Both of us? Or one of us?
Both for you, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's get above a 10.
27.
13. So it
It
was an
is,
insane dap.
Like, just because of like, basically Ryu, because of your metal hand, it doesn't really make a satisfying noise. But because Pulse, no, sorry, Cue Ball, my bad,
Yeah.
my boy Patrick has like two beautiful meat hands. It like compensates, and you have like the cleanest, most crisp dap up sound ever. So, you're all gathered together. What are you starting to look for now? What's happening? What's the plan now?
We're looking for tunnel 15.
Yes.
So I presume that it's. Can I get like an insight check to see if that is just the 15th pipe down the line?
Perception, yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Do you know how to count to 15 though? That's
No.
that's the big question.
Perception. Where the fuck is perception? Oh, it's in thingy, right?
Isn't perception
Then,
one of
intelligence.
the top
It's
ones?
just the random
Oh, no.
It's
perception.
under intelligence, but yeah.
A 10.
There sure are a lot of pipes down here.
He can't
Hmm.
count. I knew it.
No,
I can
the
only
thing
count
is,
to 4. I'm sorry.
there used to be numbers on the sides of them, but they have
Yeah.
all withered and been rusted away over the years because nobody maintained them. So they, they're there, but you can't read them because it's just that poorly maintained.
Are there facts that I can take into account to deduce which one it is?
Oh yeah. Let's say you could make out it's almost A1 or almost A2. You know what I mean?
If you go
Or
up
any
to them
other
and
factors?
give me,
I don't know. Yeah.
if you walk up to them and you have a little you inspect them, then sure.
All right, I'll inspect them. What do I roll for that?
Perception, of course, because you gotta
Perception.
perceive.
Perception, 19.
$1 Fortnite card.
Okay, so you see one of the tunnel entrances, which has a very, very faded out 1, and then the tunnel next to it has a very, very faded out 2. So you don't have to be stupid. You can just walk down the line and eventually just keep counts.
But what if
Okay.
it stops after 2 and starts at the other side?
Okay, so the guy that only can count to 4, I won't let him do that. I'll do the counting.
1, 2, 3.
You find the 15th tunnel.
Okay.
It is very clearly the locks and the gates that are on that have been tampered with. That is just bright and clear as day. The lock looks newer than anything else around it. It's been replaced very recently, and you can tell it's not you've looked at the other tunnels by now. You can tell this is not the same type of lock. This is not anything that the city would use. This is something completely different, and apart from that, it looks still just as abandoned and as gross as the others because it's a sewer pipe.
Wow, we gotta head down this road, gentlemen.
Okay.
And this would be
Oh.
3. Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. No, wait, what the fuck?
This would be 3?
Yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You know?
Okay. Awesome. You've made it to a tunnel. We're 45 minutes in. Hell yeah. I'm guessing.
Thank you, Robin.
You're welcome.
What do you do about the lock? My friends.
I guess we lockpick it or break it.
If I'm not mistaken, there's just straight up lockpick.
lockpicking?
Pick lock, there's straight up pick lock. You can just roll for that, yeah.
That would be cue ball, I think.
Oof,
Yo, cue ball, can you get this open?
I get a I'm not that good at it, but I can try.
What if we bro it open?
I can try to pick it first, and then we can bro it open. Thoughts? Thoughts?
Try picking it
He's
open.
too busy
maybe we don't
shitposting.
need to bro it open.
12.
Unfortunately for you, the DC was 17.
Man, what the hell?
Damn.
Alright, I'm pretty sure, a shotgun on me.
Go
Yes.
for it.
Can I
I think
just
shotgun should.
breach
do the
your,
trick.
breach the fucking lock like that?
If you
What are you
can,
talking about?
Technically, I
Roll
would
a
have put
hit.
a suppressor on it, but I can't since they
I
don't
should
exist.
press shotgun?
Yes, that exists.
Okay, I'm not gonna question that. If you can roll a hit, sure.
Clearly, bro has never played Tarkov.
Real.
All right, what? a 16. I presume a 16 hits a static lock.
Yes, it was
He
like a
dodges
10
out
to
of
hit
the
it.
way.
It was a 10 to hit the lock. Yeah, you're good.
It
I'm not gonna
breaks
make you roll
my,
damage because
breaks
that
my
thing
ankles like, oh.
Yeah.
that thing would get
It dodges
absolutely
all 8
obliterated.
pellets.
That lung gets absolutely obliterated. You are now free to open the gate.
Do you use the
However,
breach
give me a body
shotgun,
check.
though?
Well, I just use a regular shotgun, but I have slugs in it, so pretty much the same thing.
This gate, this entrance, is heavily rusted through, and it is a big, massive hunk of metal. So I want whoever's gonna open it, or if you're gonna pull it open together, then I want all of you to give me a body check to see if you can actually move it. You know?
Mm. A
Going
body
through all of this
check.
shit.
What the
So it's
fuck is a
massive?
body- Ah,
Yes.
there.
Top, the horizontal, vertical.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah, 20. That should be fine.
You got a 20?
Yeah.
Right? What are the others rolling or not? Could you stop
I mean, it's
being?
not needed, to be fair.
No, it's not.
If-
But depending on like who rolls and who tries, and like what I describe is gonna be a bit different. But if it's literally just cue ball rocking up to it, he like gives it a one very good tug with like one of his arms, and the thing just jolts open,
Yeah, then it's
and you're
enough,
free to
yeah.
enter.
Mm-hmm.
You are free to go. It smells absolutely horrid in there. There's like
Oh, bye, Robin.
a little piss stream
Oh.
at the bottom
Oh, hi, Robin.
because sewer. Yep.
Hi.
There's a lovely little piss stream at the bottom. It smells absolutely horrid in there. It's
Piss stream?
dark, it's moist, it's moldy. That's what you're dealing with. And if you go a bit further in the tunnels, it starts to branch off into like both left and right, and then straight ahead as well. So, yep.
Alright.
Okay.
I
Mm.
guess. Good.
Which direction do we take?
We flip
Yeah,
a
straight.
coin.
Left and right.
Never mind, that's to be. Fuck, I missed straight.
The right way is right.
Ancient Asian wisdom.
I'll head right. I don't even care what the group decides.
Okay,
I'll,
so
I'll
Ryu
follow him
immediately
because the
just wanders
wisdom
off.
makes sense. It makes sense.
That's
Why
what-
would
yeah.
it call it right if it isn't right?
There we go.
It's not like left is called right, you know?
Okay, so Ryu is sure as hell just... Ryu's leading the pack, and you're just blindly going... Like, every right turn you take, right? Or is it just
Yes.
not one turn?
I presume I
just
don't
keep
have
going
cell phone
right.
service.
No, not in
Well-
the tunnels, no.
Like, the thing is, I suggest not doing it right every single time because then we'll just end up back here.
Yeah,
Yes,
if you guys were gonna just constantly take a right, I would just describe you guys walking out of one of the other tunnels like a few hundred meters down the line.
So I presume we walk right and then straight.
Okay, cool. Keep going, keep walking, and eventually you find another cross section. Again, straight, left, right.
What kind of Scooby-Doo shit is this? Goddamn.
Dude, it's a sewer
Okay.
network.
Question: can I listen out
Yes.
for sounds coming from somewhere?
That wasn't the first thing I was gonna think of, but sure. Give me
Hang on, let me
perception.
see if I actually have something in my
In yours.
backpack that could help with this.
It's gonna have
You
like
have
a
a
cup to
metal
his head.
metal can, yeah, to put up against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so while
reckon
he's doing that,
Tentic cap
yeah.
equipment works for this?
no.
I'm kidding. Oh man.
While he's trying to listen out for
Good.
something, are the others doing anything?
Mm.
I listen
Uh,
with my ear, like
I'll be. You know, actually, you can, but like, still.
I'll just walk around confused, trying to figure out where to.
I mean, Robin, you ball, if you'd be so kind, give me perception.
Thank you for sending Indian dwarf, Robin. I appreciate it.
Human perception or regular perception?
Perception, because you're trying
Okay.
to listen and see, or yeah,
A 13.
very very faintly, like over the noise of you guys just like trudging through the water and like the sewers doing sewer things. You can hear a very faint echo of some kind of a machine humming coming from your left side.
Arena Breakout Infinite reference.
I reckon
Okay.
we go to the left here. I know, Ryu, that right means it's the right direction, but I think in this intersection, the designer of the city planner knew what he was doing and made left the right direction.
Ah, but that is where you are wrong.
And
I
I walk
don't
up in
think-
front, and I'll turn around 180 degrees.
The right way is right.
Oh, I
How
have
wise of this man.
I have ways to go before I get into your league. I'm sorry, and I also just do a 180 and go the right direction.
So you just go left, but with more extra
We go
steps.
left. No, we go
Yes.
right. Is
You
it
go
not-
You
right,
go
in the
right.
right direction.
Okay. Okay, to speed this along, Pulse, would you be so kind as to give me deduction?
It was very
I'll
effective.
roll deduction. 35. You good with that?
As Cue Ball and Rio are kind of just like bumbling around and like going off of echolocation, you're like in your head thinking
Japanese
of-
vampire bat, bro. Come on.
You're in your head like, okay, so these cultists, they have to like have a way of navigating these tunnels, so they'd leave markings or something behind.
They shit
What
on
if
the
you just start
walls.
looking for like markers or like something that points in a direction that is out of place in a tunnel like this?
Guys, these cults, they must have a way of navigating these tunnels. What if we look around
He's
for
talking.
markings that are out of the place?
Oh, Ayaruk.
I'm looking. Can I use perception?
All of you, conceal and reveal object,
Ooh,
please.
but hang on, I got a flashlight so we can see better now.
I got 24.
Okay, so what do
24?
I do?
Conceal and reveal object.
Conceal and reveal object. I got 12.
Got a 12.
I don't.
Alright,
I don't
Robin,
see very well.
Cue Ball.
Oh, shit. I
Conceal and
forgot.
reveal object.
Do I get
Don't worry. I'm looking
advantage
for both
because I
me
have
and
a
you.
flashlight?
No. You get a +5 though.
That's not cool. Oh, I got a +5, so I get a +11. Alright. That's 3.
You crit failed, didn't you?
I rolled a like a 1, and then
You crit failed.
a 9 as my negative, so I have a
as
minus
penalty,
8.
yeah.
I had a fucking crit success actually, funnily
Okay,
enough.
so-
Nearly.
I'm gonna start with Cue Ball just because it's the funniest. So you're like with your flashlight looking over the walls, and because you're so focused on the walls, you like don't notice the like the rubble that's on the floor, and you like nearly trip over that. And because you nearly tripped, you're not paying attention too much to the walls or like anything else. So yeah, you don't see a damn thing. Ryu, however, he has like the general right idea. He's like looking on the walls and he spots something that looks a bit off, but you can't really make out what it is because it's like very very faded. And then Pulse comes around, spots the exact same thing as you did, but for some reason his eyesight is like a billion times better. But because he doesn't squint, so he can make out that it's that there's like tiny etchings of binary code in the wall.
Binary code? I study that shit. Alrighty, let us solve the binary code. Or do we need to solve the binary code?
No, you don't need to solve it because like you've seen them. You've seen like cultists or like their general stuff already. You know they just use like what
General
looks like
stuff.
binary code to just like mark whatever is for them or what it belongs to them or what they use.
Mm,
It's like their call sign.
True. We can. Gotcha. All right. We are on the correct path. I can deduce with my eyes that this, in fact, is an etching of these cultists.
Oh, yeah. You must
Also,
have
it's not like
section
a- looking at the flame.
35.
Yeah, because you're like trying not to trip.
No, I'm like I see like some weird like trash on the ground. Like, yeah.
But yeah, it's not like a horizontal line of binary code. It's like an actual just vertical line. So it's basically if you follow that, you probably will end up.
Wait, a vertical line.
It's not a vertical line. It's a horizontal.
Is it?
My bad. My
He
bad.
switched
My
it around.
bad.
I figured that
My
he
bad.
switched it around. Yeah.
It's just like all the way around the loop.
Yeah.
Oh, we follow the 01001 01001 01101100110001.
All right.
we follow
So you
it.
keep trudging along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You keep trudging along. While you're
We
trudging
just
along.
follow it.
Yeah. Do you do anything? Is there anything special you want to mention or you want to do or
It
with
smells
or
like
at your other?
shit.
What?
Smells
Yeah,
like
the-
shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how that could have happened. I was just wiping off my shoes on the floor.
like ankle deep in sewer water.
Yeah.
This reminds me of killing people. They smell too.
Like shit? I don't have that feeling.
Yeah.
Dude,
Actually,
do you just
lots
kill
of people
Go ahead.
smell like shit when they die because a lot of times they, how you say, shit themselves after they die.
Yeah, I agree, but they don't smell when you kill them. You know what I mean?
Or sometimes they do because they sorrow themselves when I kill them.
Hmm. Are you just not killing old people that just can't control their bladder? Or
Only once. Only once.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to translate in my head real quick. Only once? That's honestly fair. Was it like a plant?
No, he wasn't paying.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair.
I think we go right here.
And I point to the code thingy that just continues.
You're just following it, yeah. Like eventually, if you
Yeah,
guys
you'll
are
be
done
following.
being morons and talking with a funny accent,
It's not being morons.
I am not
It's role
a
playing.
moron!
I'm giving backstory stuff of that I kill people. Come on.
Yeah, he killed a
Yeah.
plant.
he killed an
Oh,
old
it wasn't
man.
a plan. It
'Cause
was
he-
an old man that didn't
he-
pay the
he
tire
mercy-
clause, bro.
He mercy killed an old man. Yep.
He didn't have a
Wasn't
dog.
a
mercy.
mercy.
though.
Shame.
It was justice.
Okay, Batman.
Soon enough, though, you find one of those
Mhm.
big blast door type deals that you find in a submarine deal,
Star Wars?
basically.
The little.
Wait, is this
Yeah, those are
a Fallout
Yeah.
reference?
maybe.
Can I open it? I want to turn
Again,
it.
this thing is rusty and musty as all hell. Buddy,
Some
you're a
Toronto.
strong boy, right? So give me a body check if you would be so kind.
0. I haven't fucked anyone.
It kind
How
of.
old
Wait,
are you?
am I the only one who finds that to be a little strange that these things are jammed shut, considering that if these are active tunnels that are being used?
I mean, they jam them shut.
They jump them shut, but you say
Yeah,
Rust-
but they're
rust-
rust.
rust
You're
and
saying that
stuff,
they're
but,
rusty.
like-
Yeah, the doors are rusted because they have been here for way longer than the cult has been using them. So
Yeah, but did the cult
they're not
always
gonna
struggle
replace
to
them.
open the doors then?
Yeah, like did
Yes.
they just go?
they do.
That's hilarious.
No, they basically
They
just
don't-
like
they don't have
always have like a
WD-40
dude
with them.
with cybernetic arms that is like just comedically strong to just open it for them,
I
and then
rolled
shut
a
them again with the
12,
same
by
amount
the
of
way.
force.
I rolled a 12.
You roll a 12.
Yes.
It gives way a little
you-
bit.
I try again.
Step
Do we have
aside,
dynamite?
Asian.
I
I try?
get
Oh yeah, the
advantage.
meat bag will do it.
Yeah.
Wait, can I? Do I not get like extra because I have a metal arm? Does that not count?
Not on your body, not your body checks. No, that's just like a basic stat of yours that doesn't get changed by your arms.
23.
Alright.
Jesus Christ!
Huh?
Did you crit succeed?
No, I rolled a 6. I have a plus 17 on body.
No. So Robin, I'll describe it. So I open it a little. It's like, oh, I got to refresh a bit. And then you open it very easily, and I'll go like, oh, but I open it for
Actually,
you.
no.
Make it easy.
The way I see this is like you open it, and without you seeing it, I like push it so it feels like you opened it.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that more. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see before you is a surprisingly big underground facility for what this is. It's like pretty organized. You have the big central room, which has like it looks like it used to be some Militech facility that is no long abandoned. It has a reception area that is completely in shambles and completely overgrown and defunct. Same with the security checkpoints. Then you have further down the hallway, you have the research labs and a secure wing to the left, where Dr. Chen is chilling. Basically, like they have her, they have the guy, him, Marcus Chen. It's a him. They have him locked up in there, and then have the basement area with more stuff going on there.
I
But
got
the
a
research labs
question.
is profit cult stuff.
Could
Yes.
we figure out if the vault door is able to be opened from the inside?
Sure. I'm not even gonna have to make you roll for that. It's like if you once you walk past it, there's like basically the same kind of mechanism as it was on the outside.
Man, that's some never mind. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Why?
Fair
What were you trying to do?
enough. Grab Chen and lock the door behind me. Perchance. But then.
They have to
Yeah.
get in and out somehow, right? So like,
Well,
you know,
yeah. But
All
don't
right.
worry about it.
So what is Chen hooked up to? What is he? In what state is he?
he's not alone though. There are like, basically, you guys haven't immediately been spotted yet because a lot of them are towards the back working on Chen, or just doing their cult ritual nonsense. But there's like about 6 or 8 of them that you can spot just roaming around doing things. You can see them like off in the distance doing their thing. But to figure out how screwed Mr. Chen is, I'm gonna have one of you roll another d10, and we're gonna do it like we did last session. And you roll on the table, and depending on what that table brings out, that's how screwed he is. So one of
Alright.
you, could you please give me a d10?
Sure. Five.
5. You find him in roughly the same state as you found Elena. He's unconscious, but he's plugged into the machinery, and they're actively working on him to like get him going. They're like
actively
installing
there,
things
working
onto
on?
his probes onto his head, and plugging stuff into his neural socket in his neck, and he is strapped down and completely unable to move in that chair.
How many are there?
About 6 or 8 that you can spot.
So.
I'll say 4 of them are like on him, and the other 4 are off in their own like area. They're not too far off,
these
but they are.
people? Are these
Cultists.
people like they're cultists? Yeah, but are they like how should
Armed?
I say, armed, or like
Armed?
are they capable of fighting in at all, or like
Me human perception.
a perception?
Human perception.
Perception. Human perception really shit.
Wait, no, that's for
Oh.
that's more for like telling the truth or not. So no, just normal perception.
I thought it'd be
Okay.
deduction.
16.
Some of them have very like clear cybernetic work done on them, but none of them are carrying weapons, and you don't immediately spot weapons nearby.
Okay, I'll turn. So let's say I'm in front of the two as we enter. I'd like to address both Q-Ball and Ryu. I'll say, from the looks of them, none of them are armed. This could very well be that these are, as much as they are lunatics and whatever, these fucks might just be on a civilian level, meaning they're unarmed. They don't have to be harmed or at least killed. So the less body bags, the better. All right, let's try to keep this clean.
We
have a question.
threatened them.
Sure.
I have a question.
We have what? How many were there again?
6
check.
to 8.
8.
6 to 8.
6 to 8.
That's
yes.
too much to just like knock out with the three of us.
We take gun, threaten them, put all in one little room, and I got it.
As long as it's just threatening, don't drop anyone.
That's fine.
All right.
Sure.
Q-Ball, you on board?
Yes, I'll grab my shotgun.
I got my shotgun. I'm actually
I got a
surprised that
shotgun.
none of them heard us opening the
Like
big
a
rusty
huge door.
door.
That's what
Yes.
I was thinking
They're like-
too.
They are in they are in separate rooms. They are in separate rooms, and they are very distracted with one, prepping Chen, and two, the other group is quite literally performing one of their rituals. They are very preoccupied.
So wait, how many are there with Chen? So 4?
4.
Or 5?
4 with
two.
Chen.
Oh, what?
4 with Chen.
Was 4?
Okay.
I thought it was 5. So 4 with Chen. Where are the others? Like, how close are
Wait.
But wait,
they? How many?
Good.
How many? So you have. Okay, I want to get the full layout. So you have big room.
Yeah.
Room on the left is
you have-
Chen.
no. So you have big reception area with that's defunct with security checks.
Yeah.
Past that, there's like a hallway, and on the right side you have Chen being held, and on the left side you have the other room where they are doing their nonsense.
So 4 in the left room, 4 in the right room.
Yes.
Okay,
so
so-
we can take them, technically.
I
'Cause-
suggest we split up, threaten, put them all in one room in the ritual room, because I don't think they could pull an alarm there. I mean, sorry. I think we threaten. I go to ritual, you go to Chen room, and then you go threaten them, put them in ritual room. I guard.
I'm thinking, because that is a good way to do it, but we could also take it room, because there's 4 in each room, right? So we're 3, meaning we can take down 3, as in knock them out, do whatever, and then be 3 people to subdue the last one, or he'll be more likely to cooperate if we
What?
just got
What
get
if
some information out of
we
them.
need one of them to like?
Exactly, that's what the last one is for. There's 4 in each
Yeah,
room.
but what if he doesn't know and the other one do?
There's still another room. There's 2 rooms.
Horus, what'd you say? I say we threaten.
How many of these do I have? I'm trying to check something. I only have 1. Okay. I say whatever gets the job done the most efficiently. I will need a little bit of time to first of all check up on Chen and also be able to disconnect them safely. If I can do that under minimal pressure, that's the best. And so I would suggest to funnel them somewhere separate.
Yeah, for sure.
So that I have free room to work with.
So threaten.
Do as you wish. Just do not drop anyone.
I kill only when necessary.
There was no necessity for killing unarmed people. All right, let's get this going. I'll let
They
them
appear
go
unarmed.
forwards.
They do have cybernetics. You do know this. Some of them have cybernetics, and you don't know what that can entail. For all you know, they have blades embedded in their arm.
I
like
agree.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, if necessity calls for it, the very exceptional rate, sure. But if
Okay.
there's no if it's not necessary, then drop no one.
Me and Cubon, we go to right room. Pulse, you wait at left room until we are done with right room. Got everyone scared and surrender, and then I guard those people. Cubon, help you make other people surrender, and then you bring to me.
Got a
Alright.
question.
No.
Okay, I don't have a question.
Manipulation.
Japanese manipulation at its finest. Like it spells. Voila.
What's the question?
He teleported bread.
Do both rooms see, do both rooms have visual on the other? So can you see what is going on inside one from the other?
So the
Well-
secure room where they're keeping Marcus has basically there's reinforced bulletproof glass facing
Glass.
the
The other
Facing-
room. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
facing the main
Mhm.
hall where you guys are at, facing the
Yeah.
entrance area, and then the other room doesn't have that, but on the side walls there is just normal glass. Like on the wall with the hallway, that's where there's glass there, but on the wall facing you guys there is not. It's just concrete wall.
So they have visual of each other.
No,
Well,
They do
I would
not.
assume. I
so
would
one
assume
side
that they're
has a
both-
window, the other side doesn't, and one has a window facing you guys, but not facing them.
Oh,
one is
okay,
that?
So
Which one has a window facing us and not them?
The window facing you guys is where Chen is being kept, and they have a window facing the hall. The other four that are like in their cult room have a window facing the hallway, the corridor that is like opposite of the
So
the room where they're keeping Chen.
let's get that room first. That
Yeah.
is the ritual room.
The
yeah,
ritual room, yes.
And anyway, I think even if there was a window, the people working on Chen must be like very preoccupied with everything. So
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
for
you see
sure.
like,
It was just
machineries
more
and
so
like
meant
a lot of computers
as-
just surrounding them, and then
Yeah.
all of them are surrounding Chen. They're all
yeah,
with
I
their
would assume
backs
so.
facing the.
Um,
Do
Facing
any of
you
us
guys,
have like
basically.
flashbangs or something we could throw in?
I-
It's like such
I
a
have
I
to
honestly
fuck
want to
off.
have them, but I don't think they exist. In game.
Should.
Here, I have
They should.
binoculars, flashlight, MRE, and a rope.
I could like quickly flick on and off my flashlight. Like yell very loud.
I also have a flashlight. Maybe we can like blind them with it.
All right, so me, Cubal, go. You
Yeah.
wait around, not in the grass, but around the corner.
I have I must say though, just as an FYI, I do have a singular sedative on me.
I also want to
No
point out
necessary.
there is a
Here.
sub-level to this where presumably power is located. There's
Wha-
just so you guys
um,
know that
How would
That's
we know
not
this?
needed, I think.
there's a door and a sign.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Turning
mean-
off power would not be beneficial
No.
because
Yeah,
he's
no, that
hooked
would
up to
alert them.
machinery. No, that's
And
one thing,
also
but
that-
but Chen is hooked up to
Yeah,
machinery.
yeah.
Like we don't wanna
So
lose him.
yeah, me, I go. I say, Cubal, you follow.
Yeah.
You stand back, wait.
No,
And
I'll
I
keep
like
my
I'll
gun at the
sneak.
ready.
I'll do like the fucking shinobi sneak where like stand on my hand and then stand on my other hand, like kind of. Yeah, ninja sneak.
I'll just regularly sneak.
I won't do that actually.
So you're going
just
for
the ritual. room.
ritual room?
Yeah.
All right. There's a door in your way, which it's a sliding door. It's one of those hydraulic doors. So if you open it, it'll make a bit of
Hang
noise.
on, I got an idea. Can I first roll to see if I'm stealthy enough?
Give me stealth. All of you,
So
actually.
29. So yeah, 29.
Yeah, and the others?
Oh, I have to also roll? Oh.
Oh,
mean, yeah,
do
you're
I
all
also
sneaking,
have
so-
to roll?
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah,
not.
both of us
You're
I'm not-
staying
because you're not
behind.
going in
You're
with us,
staying
yeah.
behind. So then, yeah, so you can.
15.
They haven't got a clue.
No, I'll just fucking. But do you open the door?
Yes.
I'll be like, "You are surrender," and then just hold my pistol out. That's it.
All of
And
them.
I didn't want to do a funny one
are-
because I couldn't come up with one.
It's
Yeah.
fair. Like
My
actually,
aura
before,
farming moment.
while you before you walk in, right? I want to
I'm still
paint this
invisible.
picture for you guys. They, they are all like one of them is like in front, and the others are like on their knees, like praying down basically, and one of them is basically, the one in front is like preaching about the first breaking of the Black Wall, or of the wall of black hole shall crack, and through its fissure light shall pour. The first herald shall fall, but its death cry will echo in silicon halls. Like he's rambling on about that. He's ranting on about that.
Well, that's where we interrupt.
How
That's where you
far
come
up
in.
can I sneak?
The highest they rolled on perception was a 17.
So
So-
whereabouts could I get before they actually see me?
You can basically get up to right behind one of them that is like on their knees praying.
Okay.
But the door opening wouldn't make. You said that would make a sound.
Yeah, it does.
It would. But
And
they
then-
are very, very distracted apparently because they rolled terribly.
Oh, that's fair. Well, I'll pull my gun, and he is still hidden,
I'm
and I'll yell
sneaking
out.
up until like I reach that guy, and I'll point my shotgun at the back of his head.
Can't you knock him out?
I could, but I want to be able to move quickly when I get attacked, if I get attacked. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'll just hold it there
So-
for a bit and let my boy do the work.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
Ryu.
you all surrender. That's it. That's all I got.
You all surrender. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just throw in a
Can
yeah
we-
what he said.
Persuasion,
Hmm.
but you're getting a -5.
It's not persuasion. I have a gun.
Yeah, but
And I'm
there's
threatening
no intimidation that I can find here, so that's the closest thing I can get.
Okay, -5, I guess.
Yeah, because
Because
they
That's still a
are not very
16.
impressed by your words. That's why.
it's still a 16.
The guy that's preaching, he turns around, faces you, and has his hands up, and he's like, "Okay, we're all friends here.
No.
We're all
No.
doesn't need to be any violence, but you just put that down,
No.
and this doesn't go poorly for you."
No.
Okay, you get on knees, hands on head, or I kill all of you.
What if I just don't?
Then my buddy there with the shotgun would blast your.
Yeah. So I'm switching from shotgun to one hand on my heavy pistol aimed towards the priest, and another one just aimed at the guy in front of me.
So, as I said, if you don't, you die.
Again, still his hands up. He like takes a very good look at you guys, and he can tell that you guys are being serious, but he wants to entertain this a bit more. So he asks you, okay, I assume you guys are the ones who broke out Elena, right? The doctor?
This has nothing to do with you, and I would like you to move this along. I know you're stalling for time, so make
Oh,
it quick for all
okay.
of us, please.
Entertain me here.
Is there wait? So
How
wait,
is it
No, no need to
that's-
entertain you.
Let me finish. How is it that you two, right? You are a meatbag, I can tell that much, and he does not look like a net runner. How is it that you guys managed to get into one of our facilities? Somehow all of the security cameras went dark, and you went out without a trace, and none of our security measures got tripped.
I have
Honestly-
Explain that to me.
answer.
Your
I have
security
answer
measures.
for you. I have answer for you. Is there any guy near me, like still on the ground, like very much?
So,
Oh.
like, there's three of them that were like praying, right? And
Yeah.
Cue Ball is standing right behind one of them. The other two are just lined up next to him.
Okay,
Oh,
so can I?
Hang on, I know where you're going. I can alley-oop into this. If you let
Uh-huh.
me.
Okay, let him
Sure.
do it first,
Uh,
and then see where you
yeah.
can
No,
pick in.
I want to see what Robin thinks I'm gonna do.
So, can I run this by you first before we do this?
Mhm.
So,
yeah.
I think you're going to frame one of them. Am I correct?
No,
Oh, never mind.
I was gonna grab one of them and just point out that they suck ass, so it wasn't really a challenge.
Oh, that's fair as well. I was just gonna fully frame the guy I had my pistol pointed at.
Oh, you were gonna be like, "This is our homie right here. He let us in."
No. You mean? I was gonna just say like, yo, why don't you tell him? And like, you know.
No, I'm not gonna do that. So can I
Alright, fair.
grab one of them with my metal arm because I have a blade there. So I want to like
Yeah.
grab someone and then my blade can come out and like be at
Oh, you wanted to just like inch forward into their neck,
yeah, well,
like
not
at their
in-
neck.
Yeah, at their like
their neck.
throat.
Okay, sure, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so I'll grab one of them. I'll extend the shit, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
so what was I saying? So how did we manage it? How we manage? You guys, amateurs. You suck, and I kill him if you
Amateurs
don't
now.
stop starting. Fucking hell. Yeah, go ahead.
As you say that, he just has a very, very, like, weird and uncomfortable smile on his face. Let me show you how amateuristic exactly we are. And
Hang
two
on.
turrets slide down out
No.
of the ceiling.
Before that happens, can I try one final attempt at saying, yo, just do as he says, no one needs to get hurt. It's honestly, this is a very tight environment. You're gonna get caught in the crossfire if anything happens.
Oh, what? Give me persuasion.
Guy. Persuasion. It's a 15.
You see his eyes light up. It's as if like he's
unfortunate.
giving a command to the turrets, and they lock onto you. And all of a sudden they just drop dead. And
Interesting.
he looks at them. Oh shit. So he went from very, very arrogant to mildly uncomfortable now.
He said that he was like let me show you how much of amateurs we are,
Yeah.
right? And then the
It
turret
shows you
will be
exactly
like,
how much of an amateur
Yeah.
they are.
like, thank you for showing me and proving you are amateur. Now, get on your knees, or I kill him and I kill you. Very painfully.
And he takes a good look at like the guy that's in that you're holding your gun to. He's basically shitting
my
bricks. Oh yeah, your blade. Sorry, he's basically shitting his
And-
pants. And you're
I
holding
now
a
look
guy at
over-
gunpoint, right?
Yeah, I look over at Ryu and say like, I want to take a little whiff real quick. Like, Now I get what you mean with they sometimes
tell
shit
you.
themselves. Yeah, no,
Tell you.
you're right. You're right. Fair.
Okay, so
Sorry.
the guy, again, still with his hands up, he's like, all right, fair play. I don't know how you did these turrets. Well played. You win. And he goes on his knees.
How did we?
All right,
get
I'll
those turrets?
drag.
We didn't.
I'll drag him.
He thinks you
like,
did.
Yeah, we did.
We haven't.
Let's keep
we
it that
have an
way.
insider working for us.
And let's
I
drag. I'll
barely know
drag the
where-
guy
Yeah.
to like the middle of the room to like, you know, and then I'll tell everyone to like,
You get in middle of circle.
Yeah,
I'll
and you notice
grab
that
some duct
the
tape.
other three, sure. The other
tie
three,
their hands.
they do not have any combat implants of any sort. They are just
I-
like your run-of-the-mill civilians.
I have a rope, so
The
I'll
rope is
tie him
rope.
up.
Then I don't use my
Tie
duct
them
tape.
up.
Yeah, I think rope is better. And I'll
Tie
tie
them up either
everyone up.
way.
Yeah.
They are all
And I'll-
contained.
Yeah, there you go. So I tell her,
Cuba, you go
Yeah.
other room. I
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
here.
Yep. It's fine.
and I'll pull out my pistol and just fucking like aim it at them, and just stand like
Alright.
that.
Before we cut over to the other room, Pulse, give me a perception, please.
A perception. Perception. 24.
Okay, so around the same time as you see your buddies enter the other room, you see you're like looking around, right? You're taking stock of the environment, and you spot security cameras just like dotted around the ceiling. And at the same time, the turrets went limp. Those cameras stopped flashing. They also stopped working. So
With Epstein files.
something is shutting down their defenses, or someone.
That's cool.
Other.
We got an insider without knowledge. That's real sick.
Right. So with that being all said and done, Humal, what were you doing?
Just moving towards.
other room, right?
Yes. I forget his name. 1 second.
Dr.
Pulse.
Marcus Chen.
No.
Oh,
Moving
towards
with
Pulse. Oh, my bad.
towards Chen's location.
Okay.
Again, I'll
Okay.
take point. Shotgun in hand.
Did you signal me anything? Did you just stay put?
I just like signal you to come over to the door.
Okay, I'll move over. I
Oh
still
wait,
have my
hang
pistol
on.
in
No,
hand.
I just remembered. Isn't the the door side fully glass?
The door side where in the room Cubal and Rio are in, that is fully glass, yes.
Mm.
But then the glass is basically looking at a concrete wall from where you guys are
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the room Chen is in,
Yeah, the wall facing the
facing us.
reception area is a glass wall.
Is that the entrance side or is that
The entrance side.
Mm,
The wall
that-
facing the entrance is a glass wall. The wall
complicates things.
facing the cult room, the ritual room, is a concrete wall.
Do I have an explosion of some kind?
Do not
Because it
don't.
Dude.
It would be very cool to just blow up the wall, you know?
Yeah. Damage the
Yes.
target.
Again, there's a door.
They can't
You
use
can
them
just
if he's
use the
dead.
door.
Yeah, but they can see through the door. DORE. The door. But
Door.
okay. You know what? Let me hide real quick. Let me stealth real quick. To
Sure.
see if that works.
Why can't we just breach the door? Just like break it open or something? Like
Oh,
It's glass.
we
Don't do
could,
that.
but it's bulletproof glass.
is
That's
it?
what Blue
Yes.
said.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
okay.
reinforced glass.
That's the reason I didn't want to shoot it, because well, it wouldn't be very effective.
Is it locked? Can we check that, or is that just one of those
It-
sliding doors as well?
It's
just
one of those sliding doors. Yeah,
right?
you press a
You
button
just
and
open it? Oh.
We could just
Yeah,
walk
maybe
in.
we
to
should,
be
like,
fair.
Yeah,
Aura
maybe we
farm.
could just press
Just
the
aura
button.
farm.
you can do that. Sure.
Remember, no Russian.
Let's do an actual inflow of a room clearing, you'll take point. Go
Sure.
like right or left, and then I'll follow you up on the other side.
I'll go right.
Sure, I'll go left then.
All right. So yeah, we. I presume you press the door button. Door opens. I rush in. You go the other way, and we like sweep the
yeah.
the area.
And as we are running in, I will also start yelling loudly to cause chaos. To either I don't know, get on the ground, I suppose.
So all four of
I'll do the
these
same.
immediately get jumped. Basically, they were very deep in focus, and they all just like and look to face you, and are immediately with their hands up. They're like, hey, we don't have any weapons. No need to do this.
Drop all your
Are they getting on the
tools.
ground?
They're not. They're just hands up, looking at you.
Get on
That's
the
fine.
ground!
We have to move them out anyway.
No,
Drop
I would.
all your tools. Drop all your tools. We gotta go.
And all of them, like very hesitantly, they look at Chen, and they look at you guys, and they start following, but one of them is like trailing behind a bit.
Can you
the one
intimidate
that's-
him?
Yes. That was a persuasion.
Yeah,
I was
honestly,
just thinking like just fucking yell at him. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was going to try
Sure.
to just like shove my shotgun in the back of his in his back to like push him forward.
Get the fucking move on.
I guess that's it.
Yeah. Do I add something to my role? Because honestly, it's pretty intimidating
Shotgun?
getting a shotgun
yeah,
pushed at,
sure.
at your back.
Give me a plus. You can get a +5 on that, sure.
Yippee! That is a 22.
Okay, so this guy, you get the sense that he was gonna make a run for it, right? But with you holding a goddamn shotgun to the back of his head, he's just
to
gonna
his lower
follow
back.
orders.
To his lower back.
Or to his lower back, yeah. Then
So like if I shoot,
he's not gonna
folds
risk
in
it.
half.
Yeah, he's not gonna risk it. He's not stupid. He's just gonna follow
Okay.
you.
We control the flow of them from this room to the room that Ryu is currently in.
Honestly, the moment I have the guys in line with me, I would just signal to you to unhook Chen.
Yeah, but we first have to bring them out, no? Because if you would be at the back of the line, then
I'm at the back. Yeah, for sure. But funneling them out, they would see the other group, and I presume automatically go there.
Sure. As long as I suppose if Ryu is taking control of them, then I can.
Yeah, Ryu is like on point with this. This is like business as usual. He is in his element.
Okay,
Maybe
fair
shitting on
enough. No,
everything.
then I can get to my work.
I'll just secure multiple angles with you as well.
All right, perfect. In that case, I think it's time for a medical tech check. Sorry, to see if you can
Is it a-
understand.
I think that
These
would be deduction.
13. 13.
13. Okay, so this rig that they haven't plugged into is like a tiny bit different than they had Elena plugged into. It's like you get the sense that they're just trying out different methods of achieving the same thing. So all of these things are going to look slightly differently. So you're not immediately sure what you're looking at and how to like start the process of unhooking him.
Okay. Are there any monitors that depict
Yes.
what's going on? Any stats
There's-
that I can check up on?
There is one with his vitals, and there's another one
Okay.
that has like a brain scan of him, and the other one has like a diagram of like different probes and things they have plugged into him, and what each of them does.
Okay. Can I follow from the monitors with the cables and then just try to, I guess, find my way like that? I don't know.
You're talking me into another deduction.
It's not a deduction. It's just like looking at something
yeah.
and then tracing it. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like you can. I don't know. Would that be? Because it kind of feels like
I don't know what am I supposed to do now because like okay I don't know what it is. I'm seeing vitals.
Yeah.
And what do I just like
you
leave
no,
him
it's
be
like
there?
it looks it's the same basic principle as with Elena. It's just executed slightly differently because it's a
Okay.
different machine or like a
Well,
different
in that
type of thing
case-
they're using.
Okay. Well, I don't per se need to understand the machine. Can I try to start slowly removing the tubes and things that he's plugged into?
Sure, yeah. What is that? I made you roll dex for that last time, right? Dexterity?
I don't remember what that was. I
Yes.
think that
Yeah,
is
I think I made you
med.
roll dex for that last time.
Could be.
Like, see how dexterous you were
Dex.
to like wiggle the cables loose.
Yeah, I got an 11.
Oh boy. That's not. That was a 15 you were looking for, my friend.
Okay. So what happens now?
He died.
So no, he doesn't die, but he starts like seizing basically. Like whatever you unplugged, like it's not going well with his neural pathways. It's like he's twitching and like writhing on the table.
Turn off the machine.
Either I do a check, or I do have a sedative. Either or.
You have a sedative. You could give him the sedative if you want.
Sure. Let me check that I'm using the sedative correctly. Will he be considered a willing target or an unwilling target?
He's unconscious, so for all intents and purposes, yes, he's willing.
A willing target. That gives me +2 bonuses to any treatments that I will be performing onto him.
Sure.
Are you saying when you're unconscious you are willing, so you give consent?
No, but he
Delete
has no
sedative.
active way of refusing, so
Hmm.
mechanically speaking, he might as well be
Mm.
willing.
Okay. So I give him a
I
sedative.
know what kind of man you are.
And that sedates them. I suppose he stops seizing.
It like slowly subsides. It like the seizing was like very intense. He's like actively writhing and fighting his restraints, and then once it starts to kick in, it slows down, and eventually just like 1 or 2 more twitches from his arms and legs, and he goes completely limp again.
But the vitals
And the
do
vitals
show
on the
that
monitors,
okay, stabilizes.
they
Okay.
like it subsides, but you see like a lot of activity on the brain scan now.
On the brain scan. Okay. What now? It didn't work last time well when I tried removing something. If don't want to damage him on the brain. Well, let's see what kind of roles I can potentially perform in order to make this better.
And a lot of it, I think your best bet is some of your medical stuff, right?
Yeah, if I type med, it only shows me a paramedic and medical tech, but I don't know what
What's-
there is. There is.
What does paramedic do for you? Apply a
It was a
basic
medical
treatments
tech
and
that we
wounds.
use, I think, last time.
I mean, you can give me another med tech.
I have a first
Medical tech.
aid. I have paramedic, medical tech, medical tech. Another medical tech who lands me at an 18.
Yeah, you start poking and prodding at the cables again, and you see your mistake. You basically, like instead of unhooking all the probes on his head first, you went directly for what's in the neural port, and that's like the most sensitive thing that, like, in the nape of their neck.
Mhm.
You went for that instead. You were like, oh, if I plug this out, maybe like that'll just cut it off from the source, but that didn't work, obviously. So you start
Okay.
taking out the other cables and probes, and he becomes unhooked. He is now good to go, but he's still very much unconscious.
Yeah, he's sedated. If he's willing, that means he's sedated for 4 hours. So we are free to carry him
Basically,
along.
have
if
a
he's
ragdoll.
unhooked, yeah, if he's unhooked, then that's perfect. I'll just sling him over my shoulder.
All right.
Alright.
Uh,
Body check, please, to see if you can lug this man over your body, or lug him on your back.
10.
This man is like surprisingly heavy for his build, for his stature. You can
Fair
like
enough.
pull on him, but you can't get him on your back.
Okay. Can I ask for help from Q-Ball?
Sure. While I do that, I quickly shout to like the people that are being detained, because I presume we're leaving after this, right?
Yeah, presumably, yeah. Unless you guys want to stick around.
I shout, all right, you guys can start counting to 500. If any one of you guys gets up and leaves before that, the finishing count to 500, we will turn these turrets back on, and well, you will not be counting anymore. And I'll run to the body to try to pick it up.
Okay.
That's a 19.
Give me another body. 19? Easily. Like, you help him, basically. Like, Pulse is trying to, like, lug him on, but with you, again, like last time, you guys both carry him, and you easily can, like, carry the weight between both of you.
Yeah. I'll, like, fireman carry him to not waste another set of hands.
Okay, so you're just fully taking the brunt on
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Alright then.
And then
So you get to the main hallway. All of you group up, I'm guessing?
Before we group up, I do want to say like
Like,
I'm getting into character. I'll like pull my blade out again and like, you Raki, I made promise not to kill, or you are be dead. And I just fucking unblade myself and get out.
okay, you sheathe your blade.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I fucking lost
Okay.
that word.
So, the second all of you are clear of both of the rooms, those doors slide shut, and you can like see on the keypad that opens and closes the door. Those doors are locked now. Those people are trapped in there. And lights turn off in the facility. Power shuts down. Everything goes dark. But at the front entrance where you guys came in, all of a sudden there's a dude standing there. And like around him there's like this weird glow.
Hello.
Like a light source.
Uh,
And he's just like standing there with his hands behind his back, just waiting for you guys.
honestly, I'm down to just keep walking.
Well,
He
we're
has
carrying
helped
the
us so
body,
far.
so
Yeah.
You guys?
The
Is
help
that
has
you just keep going
been
towards him?
just one-sided. I know for that. Like, I know he's doing this for his own gain. But I presume this is the guy that turned off the turrets. That's what I'm referring to.
Right?
Which I think he did for his own gain, but helped us in the run. So I'm not going like a meter from him, but I'm like, when I see him, I keep walking somewhat.
You slow down your pace, but you keep going. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll slow down and then yell out, "Are you ally, or are you dead?"
No.
That's
And
hard.
he
That's hard.
just Smiles, and he just says, "You can call me Mr. Davis for now. Ally or not, Mr. Davis, you can call him. You can
Mr.
ally
Davis.
or not, you can decide that later."
All right, Mr. Davis, can you please get out of my way?
I'm afraid I can't do that just yet. I have been very interested in all of you,
See, that's
especially since what you did a couple months back with, was it Project Athena? Am I getting that correct?
I don't remember name.
It was.
see.
Above table it was.
I know, but
We
I know that's me.
Oh,
Ryu
but Ryu
actually
doesn't.
just fucking
Oh.
not remembering. Yeah, he doesn't.
Okay, my bad.
we were just wondering if it was friend or ally, right? Sorry, ally or dead, right?
Yeah.
You not being able to move out of our way is hindering us. It's not looking good for you being an ally, so to say. So I would suggest, if you want to make use of us, you wait your turn, we finish this, and then you can reach out to us.
Oh, but I think you'll want to hear this.
We are on a tight schedule. Well, I don't think we got time for this right now. You can come with
Yeah.
us, no problem. But we are going to leave here right now, with or without you in the way.
Can't exactly come
Well,
with
I think you
guys.
can. That's fine. Then you stay
me a
here
perception
and you
check.
text us.
Give me a perception check. No.
16.
I have enough drugs to keep him alive in
Something-
the afterlife. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't look right about him. He doesn't cast a shadow, and there's like some slight distortion in his face that shouldn't be there. There is, like when
There's
he
a
moves
hologram.
his arms.
Johnny Silverhand.
Correct.
He's a hologram,
So when he
we
says he
don't care about the
can't
hologram.
come with you, he physically cannot. He cannot leave
That's fine. No problem. You
because
can
he's
text
never
us.
even here.
If you can reach us like this, you could have easily just texted. This could have been an email type thing.
Well, you say that, but you ignored my last message, so I have to make a show of it now, don't I?
Oh,
And
I
not
might
really.
have not checked my spam folder. So sorry.
It's not because you send a. Okay. Question. Do you have a business?
Business how?
Corpo.
Just in general. No, not per se. Do you earn money in a way which you decide what to do and what not to do?
In a sense, sure.
That's called having a business to some kind, or doing business at least.
Right?
You know that you can have multiple clients, correct?
Yes.
Let's say you're working on a project. You can't work on multiple projects at once for 3 different clients because that would delay the time you would need for a singular client. So you wait your turn. Correct?
Yes. However, our interests
No.
align.
There's no however.
Mm,
I've dealt with clients like this before. You
Uh-huh.
cannot just weasel your way into our schedule. We have
We
a
have
tight
that
So
schedule.
you're saying
Yes,
you
I'm
you
saying
don't
you
want
need to
any
wait.
possible more information you can get on the cultists. You all just threaten with guns in that very room.
You can
You
send
don't
us
want
a
a list
message.
of more victims that are being abused and experimented
Okay.
on by these guys. You don't
Hang on.
want 25k worth of corporate intelligence. You don't want other facilities that they use.
What I am saying, because clearly you're not listening, is you can send us a message. Yes, I did not respond last time. You know why? Because I hate people that try to get into my business and think they get priority. You do not get priority. Yes, you can have money. That's fine. We also get money from this, which, by the way, is a lot higher than you are going to pay us right now. So,
Look.
if you would please get out of our way, we will get a move on. Send us a message, or just holographically appear again. It's fine. We'll talk to you then. Please get out of our way, and I'll just keep walking through him.
You walk straight
hologram.
through him.
Yes.
He doesn't
I'll-
stop
I'll-
you.
I'll
He
stand
can't.
back, just mighty
Yeah,
impressed.
well,
like,
I mean, he could fuck with the facility like he's been doing this whole time, but yeah, sure.
I don't care. What he's gonna do is shut the
He
door. I'll
doesn't.
just open it again. He needs us. He has no leverage in this.
Is there anything the
what-
others do?
well, I stand
I
back
mean, I'm
impressed
carrying
by.
the body together with cue balls.
No,
so I have
no,
to
you-
follow
you
him.
Cubal
fire-
took
man
it
carrying
straight
him.
on him. Yeah,
Huh?
Like
you,
full
Cubal
carrying
took the
him.
brunt
So
of it.
the reason why is so we would have 2 people available to fight in
Ah,
case we
okay.
needed it.
Yeah,
I
your
thought
hands are
both
free.
me and you were carrying
Oh,
it
yeah.
together. Yeah, my bad. my
Yeah,
bad.
sorry.
As Cubal moves along, I'll stand behind. I'll stay behind. I'll ask him. Can you quickly enlighten us what your business is about?
Like I said,
No, the leverage. No.
this cult is far more than just this. They have a prophecy about AIs breaching through the Blackwall and being their salvation and heralding in an age of silicon.
clankers.
That is not exactly something I want. I want these crazy lunatics in the ground and preferably not disrupting or disturbing those AI from beyond the Blackwall. They tend to want to be left alone. And these cultists, I think you'll really appreciate this, Pulse, looked into you. They are kidnapping and experimenting on tens of people across the city, if not more. I have 12 of them that I have already traced down that are other potential victims or victims that have already been taken. The more they experiment, the closer they get to what they want. And I think you all could agree, an age of silicon is not something beneficial to this city.
Then you'll see Pulse like staring at this watch. Look, listen. I don't know who you are. I do not wish to know it, but listen to me here. Nobody wants that lunatic fanaticism that they're going through, but that does not mean that we can willy-nilly go anywhere. What all you mentioned requires time, requires information, intel. We need to get there. We already are on a timer. This person, and I point at cue ball moving the Marcus over. This person needs to be gotten to a safer place. We have one more to go. It's great that you found 12 other people, but there's not 12 of us. We can't possibly do that in such a small frame. This needs a thorough discussion. This cannot be done here. Do you have any contact in any way that we can make with you, preferably physical, because this all doesn't make sense to me.
Very well. How about this? And you see his eyes light up, and all three of you get a notification on your phone that his contact has been added to you.
Can mine be in
Okay.
the
Your
spam,
phones?
in the spam folder?
No, it's like genuinely just like at the top of your contact list, like a new contact. It's called Mr. Davis. And you see like a text appear like at the same time he's speaking. You can contact me at any time through this. I will do the same. Just be aware that people have taken interest in your capabilities and what you have done for Project Athena. I am not the only one. Just be happy that I'm the first to make contact. Because the others are not as friendly as me.
Well, if you are the first one to make contact, then sure as hell you will not be the last. Well, we'll be seeing you, and I'll move along real quick.
I'll
Do
stay
I-
behind.
Know if I got the message, like got the contact, did it like buzz or something like that while my phone was in my pocket?
Yeah.
Boop,
I'll
Yeah.
be
It's an
like,
iPhone.
I'll just
You
like
don't feel it.
I'll quickly like look at my phone like, well. Look who decided to listen to what I had to say.
You're like
And,
halfway down the tunnel already. You don't
yeah.
hear the conversation
Yeah.
they had with
I know.
Paul, so you don't know the context.
Yeah.
Okay, do you anything?
I'll
or
stay
say?
behind until Pulse is, gone.
Okay, so you're the last one remaining now in
I'm
the
the last
room
one
with
remaining.
the hologram.
Okay.
Okay.
You have lots of information, yes? Information
Yes.
useful to us.
Correct.
You have information useful to Tiger Claw?
Ryu. Always looking for a leg up for your claws, huh?
Yes. Hi.
Listen, well, I have been focusing on gathering all the intel I can on these cultists. But if you want, and if you help me, then I can dig up anything you like.
You give me information useful to Tiger Claw. I go help you.
Do you want me to find?
Anything.
Like Arasaka black sites? Weapon caches?
Yes.
What do you want?
Yes.
Yeah?
Anything. Everything useful to us.
Tell you what. You help me, I will help you.
I can agree to that. I have your information. You have mine. One more favor before I go. Can you kill those cultists? I told him I wouldn't care, but I want them dead.
And he just smiles, and in the distance you just hear turrets unleashing hell into that room.
Arigato. May we meet again, Mr. Davis. And then I go.
And the second
fucking
you
running
start
after
leaving,
the others.
he like vanishes into thin air. And
Alright.
Pulse, on your phone or like on your HUD, in your eyes, you see a message pop up from Davis. I took a look at the neural scans. I took a liberty of looking at the neural scans while you were unplugging Mr. Chen. He should fully recover within 48 hours. Neural interface damage is severe, but it is recoverable. I'll contact you again when I have more information on the others. Mr. Chen will live.
Can I text back without having to? I guess I can just text back, right?
It's
I'm not doing
on
it
your.
now.
It's you can see it on your Kuroshi, so yeah.
Yeah, gotta hand him with it.
I'll say. I'll text him. Very well. You intrigue me, but I'm not easily befriended. We'll see where we go from here. And yeah, I'll send that to him.
You don't get any response, but he read it.
He got ghosted, bro. He left
He
on
read it. I
Left
see-
on
I see
red.
two-
Left on
I-
red.
I
Yeah,
see
you got
two,
left
like,
on red.
Two blue like
Check marks,
check
yeah.
marks, yeah.
How much time has passed since you guys did that?
I don't think
wonder.
it was
Like
that long.
An hour.
I don't
An
think
hour.
it would have been.
Yeah.
Give me
So
a
now we
D4.
have-
Let's see. At
Like,
most,
before
you'll
we
have
did
lost
a
4 hours on
lot.
this.
How much?
Yeah, this was a lot more quick. D4.
1d4.
Who's gonna roll the d4?
You do, because I don't have.
Well, I don't have dice with me right now, but
No, I have a dice.
Uh,
Actually, let me roll this.
Just
Sure.
An actual
type
dice.
Sure.
1d4 in the
Yeah,
in
I did.
Google. Just roll it.
No. Actual dice. Alright, let me roll this.
Or
I got this much. But let's see what Marcus.
4 hours? Okay. You guys
He
spent a
got
lot
two.
more time. Well, then who?
Well,
I have
I
an
rolled
idea.
first technically, but let's go with Marcus.
No.
This-
We'll take
well-
the average. We'll take 3.
3, sure. Sure.
You know what? I can live with that. Sure, 3. 3 hours have passed. You guys spent a lot of time poking and prodding in
Yeah.
the tunnels, but once you got there, it was very quick, and then getting back out, it was also pretty quick. So yeah, 3 hours
Alright.
left. 3 hours passed. That means you have what? 22
22
hours left on the clock? Yeah, 22
Yeah.
hours on the clock, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Right. Now, what do you do with Mr. Chen? Because he's still very much knocked out and on your shoulders.
Well, we
I
bring
kill
him to. Well, no. I guess we bring him to Thingy again.
Hermes? Or the Ripper?
Although,
Hermes.
can we contact one of Hermes or one of Hermes' boys to come pick him up? Because we're right
can.
next to like Dogtown, so could as
You
well.
have his you have his contact information, so you could
Yeah.
easily summon, like, ask him to do anything you need.
I'll just quickly send him a message saying pick up at the location, like at the pier.
Very well. He just says, like, you just get a message. Very well. Car's on its way. 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
And yeah, he's on the other side of town.
Traffic is a
Uh,
bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Some things never change. We're
Yeah.
in Belgium, but future.
Yeah.
The
and
roads are still
you,
ass.
you get a follow-up message as well, U-Ball. Dogtown is locked up, tied in Nagasaka's mainframe, but every wall has its cracks. Hansen's got 2 checkpoints, one at the north gate by the stadium, and then one on the west gate near the old NCPD precincts. But word on the street is that there are other ways inside if you know who to ask. I can point you towards some names. Unfortunately for you guys, though, and for me, my reputation and my pockets do not run into Bargas territory, Dogtown. I can only point you in the right direction.
And what direction would that be?
So attached are a list of names. Well, first of all, the two like main entrances, right, that you can just go to, but there's no way in hell they're gonna let you in, right, without too much, without a lot of
Maybe.
hassle.
What
So,
if we ask
method-
nicely?
There are a few contacts. He mentions Splice. He has that Dr. Splice has smuggling connections. There's a gang member that he doesn't know the name of, but like usually
That's
hangs
useful.
out near the entrances. There's a rumors of a dude that like smuggles people into Dogtown through the sewer system, and there are corrupt Bargast officers that straight up just take bribes. And then there's also just breaking in and entering, just scout around and look for weak points and then exploit those weak points.
All right.
And there's also that smuggler that you can ask around for.
Yeah. I'll just like thumbs up react him.
All right.
Thumbs up react.
I suggest. Well, has the gang caught up yet or not yet? I presume so, right?
I think
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pulse has.
Uh,
Ryu is booking it to make him catch up.
Yeah, actually,
Like,
he
through the
trips
tunnels, you
over
just,
and
like,
eats
hear-
shit.
You like hear the splashing and the splashing of like him sprinting down in the water, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I could actually make him roll 2 safety trips. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a dickhead. I'm not a dickhead.
Well, it
I'm
would
not
be
gonna do
mad
that.
funny.
It
Anyway.
wouldn't be that funny, but no. Yeah, all of you catch up eventually.
So, as I get that message, I just basically convey that to, like, just forward it to them. Because
You guys got like a group chat or something.
to all of you guys, yeah.
Oh,
Just like
no.
drop in a group chat.
What's the name
He
of the group
sees
chat?
us on the on the email,
Avengers
no
of the
way.
Metal Militia.
So,
So.
are we continuing, or is this the end of the session?
Up to you guys, but it is.
I mean, this
getting
sounds like outro music.
relatively. It is getting like relatively late.
Yeah, we can just like
So I
Mm.
think
start heading towards
Do I?
Dogtown
Yeah.
ish.
Ooh,
Actually, could
If
I
you
have
guys want-
texted Dogtown to
Dogtown.
to-
You're gonna text a district.
no, but like a certain location at like before we enter Dogtown to Hermes, so we can just like walk for 20 minutes and then drop him off there.
I'll meet him. Yeah, meet the car
Yes.
there. Yeah, sure.
Just walk 20 minutes with a guy on my back. That's fine.
Yeah, people are looking at you and they're like, "Look, what
Nobody cares in Night City.
Like, I
That
don't
is
think
true.
anybody
Don't.
cares.
They don't. They really don't.
I
They've
sure
seen
as hell
far
don't.
worse. All right, then I think we'll pick up next time with you guys heading into Dogtown of all places. I
Yeah.
think that's a nice place to end it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.